Hi guys, welcome to Universal. Here we discuss psychology, spirituality, complex human nature, relationships and much more. I'm very glad to see you here. My name is Karina, I'm a psychotherapist and I live in London. But this channel is not about me, it's actually about you. I decided to start it to create a safe space on YouTube where people can come and share their stories, their mental health struggles, the anxieties, fears, dreams, everything is welcome here. I really hope there's going to be as little judgment as possible and a lot of empathy, compassion, love and support towards each other. It's very important for me and I hope it's important for you. I was thinking about what sort of video to make in the beginning, and it's actually very hard to decide because I don't have your feedback yet, so I don't really know what do you want to see on a channel like that. So please leave comments below, any subjects you want to cover. I will definitely pay attention to this and I will be more than happy to make videos on topics that you are interested in. Also, I just want to say that you're welcome to write to me on Instagram. If you don't want to share your stories here, you want to do it more privately, there is an option for this as well. I will definitely read your messages and I will reply to you. Today I decided not to overcomplicate things and I just want to discuss with you 3 simple signs that show you that you actually want something to change in your life. It's very easy to get lost in everyday life, you know, and not really realize that you feel very unhappy and that you need to move on from some specific situation or relationship or place. It can be anything or anyone. So let's discuss what this inner voice is trying to tell you. How to determine that it's time to change your life and take yourself off the autopilot. You won't believe how many people who first come to my practice live in semi-conscious mode. They agree to relationships that they don't need, to jobs that don't bring happiness and personal growth, to circumstances that are constantly negative and energetically dense. Often when I carefully bring up clients' attention to this, many deny the existence of these problems, or they advocate that their situations are beyond their ability to change something. They're trapped, they have too much responsibility, they can't give up everything, for example, an abusive partner. But I'm not saying that you need to give up everything. No one achieves prosperity and harmony by just dumping everything and everyone without an adequate exit plan. Change, it's a gradual process with multiple little steps. In the beginning, people resist change unconsciously, looking for reasons why nothing can be changed. Because changing something, ripping off your skin, so to speak, and becoming more real, honest, sincere, authentic, free. Firstly, it takes time, and many want to see the results here and now. And secondly, it usually hurts. Change, it's a loss of your old life, like the prototype of death. Even if that old life was terrible, a person still grieves. The main thing here is to understand that this transition is temporary, and after darkness there's always light, if you're ready for it, if you believe that you deserve that light. The idea here is to restructure ourselves from a victim into a creator and generator of ideas. The victim's mentality is unlikely will help you to conquer the world, but as a creator of your own fate, on the contrary, will lead you to new exciting life journeys, to transformation, to growth, to miracles. Today I won't discuss how to specifically make changes in your life, but I will gladly make a separate video on this if you're interested. Please let me know in the comments below. So, signs that you need to change your life in general or 1-2 aspects of it. The first sign, you're bored. But let's talk briefly about what boredom is. Boredom is a negative emotion that brings dissatisfaction, indifference, apathy, emptiness. It can lead to further frustration, aggression, depression, inability to cope with your feelings, thoughts, to anxiety. There are many reasons why boredom may occur. Sometimes it means that you simply don't have time to rest fully, or there is no mental stimulation in your life. Everything is the same, day after day, and you can predict your life course for many weeks ahead, possibly even months. Sometimes it means the opposite. You are in fact overly stimulated by various activities, and your life seems quite emotionally rich, but something is still missing, and you can hardly name it. You may be showered with exciting possibilities, but you still feel worthless, useless, and meaningless. But the good news is that such a bleak prospect can turn into positive change, and your boredom is actually a sign that you're judging things right. So don't be afraid of boredom. Admit that it's present in your life, that you feel it. When the only changes that happen in your life are summers going into winters, your lifestyle is exactly the same as a few years ago, and maybe even the food in your fridge is the same. Only the use by date is different. Chances are that you are rather very bored. People by nature are not static beings. We're flexible and fluid. Thirst for transformation is our inner essence. It's an instinct, and it's very difficult to go against it. A healthy lifestyle without boredom doesn't mean that it consists purely of entertainment and games that are filled with sunlight and butterflies every moment of your waking time. But there's a difference between waking up on a Sunday and not knowing what to do, but not be bothered by it, and with someone's offer to go for a walk or see something, getting inspired, or waking up every day with immense boredom when neither walks nor the latest films nor time spent with the family, nothing brings you joy. Maybe you no longer feel challenged in your work, or your usual idea of entertainment no longer gives you pleasure. Maybe your romantic union has dried up. Also take a step back and look at your to-do list. Are you dealing with other people's to-do lists or your own one? There's a difference. If you have depression, this is your brain's way of telling you something needs to be changed. Depression is about slowing down, reevaluation, and hopefully doing things differently. This may include taking care of yourself more, giving up things or people that drag you down, letting others help you, and changing your life circumstances. Test yourself. Are you bored? Do you need more in life? It's always difficult to change something at first, but you can do it. Take a leap of faith and change your life. If you're unhappy every day, you can't make others happy in the long term. Therefore, the question here is not only about you, but also about us as a collective consciousness. One unhappy person makes 10 others unhappy, and so on. The prospect is not so great for the planet and future generations. Do you agree? The second sign you constantly ask yourself, is that all? Imagine a situation when someone is asking you, is this the kind of life you want to live until the day you die? If your inner urge is to shout in response, definitely not, no, I'm not ready, I cannot live this life, then this means that you're striving for change, and it's time to admit that you need to take action. Otherwise, you will be on a path of self-destruction, which basically means being dead while you're still alive. You will probably agree that total destruction is the last thing you would like to add to your bucket list. And third, you envy other people. You envy other people's lives. This can include their relationship, their financial situation, the holidays they're taking, their work achievements, their looks, their education, their overall well-being that just drives you crazy, and much more. But that kind of jealousy isn't totally bad and can trigger your future progress. A world without envy would be a world without desires. It would be a completely unremarkable and tedious place, dull and soul-destroying. Envy is vital. Envy is a signal that there is an area in which you can develop and reach your potential and fulfill your dreams. We're all driven by the inner desire to be unique in our own ways. Envy shows you that whatever you want is possible. However, before you get overly enthusiastic, you need to distinguish black envy from white envy. Black envy means that you don't understand how to get what you want, and therefore you want others to fail. For example, if it's black envy related to work, you hope that your competitor will get fired or go bankrupt. If it's black envy related to love, you want the third party to get in trouble or somehow lose their looks, and so on. You think that if they become unhealthy, incompetent, then you will have the opportunity to strike and take it away from them. You can even do something to speed up their bad luck. But stop, it's not right. This type of envy is firstly harmful to your own health, and secondly, you should examine in detail why and where you acquired such style of coping mechanisms and impulses to manipulate. On the contrary, white envy doesn't contribute to the failure of others. Instead, it motivates you by taking nothing away from others and helping you find your own ways to thrive. Ask yourself, what am I willing to do for this, for my dream? Am I willing to compromise? Am I willing to make changes in my life that will lead to positive results without crossing other people's paths? At this stage, when you finally make the decision to turn your life around, so as not to feel overwhelmed, find a quiet place and just experience self-love, self-gratitude. Thank yourself because you chose personal growth over personal distraction, and this is already an achievement and a sign of the immense power that you have within you. So, to summarize, 3 things you should pay attention to: your level of boredom, to what extent you agree or disagree to leave things as they are, and whether you envy others. I hope I gave you a couple of thoughts to think about and reflect. Thanks for watching. I wish you a fantastic day, and I see you soon. Bye.